Yeah, I know what y'all thinking. He's got the sunglasses on. It must be another early interview. And yes, it is. We're taking over the world, ladies and gentlemen. You know, if we're not in Sweden, we're in New England. If we're not in New England, we're in England. If we're not in England, we're in Spain. If we're not in Spain, we're here. We're in Egypt. And right now, we're talking to the man who has a hit single in New Zealand. He's coming from all the way from Egypt. Ladies and gentlemen, Moustafa Taco. Moustafa, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing good, man. You got me up early.
Yeah, time zones and stuff.
Yeah, man. I was like, hey. So let me explain to everybody how we met. So Mustafa hit me up and through phone
Yeah.
and or I think it was email. And he asked me, he said he saw my YouTube page and he was asking me, can we promote his single Fallen Angel on our Facebook page? And I said, sure, why not? It's not. So I did it, just at the kindness of my heart. But then I Googled him. I didn't know he was actually a pretty decent big star in overseas.
Thank
I
you.
mean, so let me ask you this. One, how did you find this little small CTS YouTube page? And two, when did you start singing?
10 years ago.
10 years ago?
Unbelievably, 10 years ago. Um, I used to have melodies in my head and stuff, and I used to just sing them. And my friends used to tell me, "Wow, you have to practice more, and you're gonna be big and stuff." And I was like, "Really? I didn't even know that I got something in me." But then I started working on myself and stuff, and I started having passion for music, and music started to become like something big in my life, which I felt really, really inspired and really, really happy that I'm doing music.
Okay, cool, cool. How old are you?
Right now, I'm 20 years old.
Oh man, in America, you about 1 year away to drink your first beer.
That already happened, but yeah.
See, in America, we can't drink till we're 21, but I mean, of course, we still drink. But it's funny because
Yeah.
I'm almost 40, and I still remember like turning 21 and being scared about buying a beer. I know it sounds ridiculous. It's like all these years you drink beer, and then all of a sudden you're legally allowed to drink beer, and then my first 3 days of being 21, I was like, I'm so nervous, like a little girl. You have like a recording contract? You signed with anybody?
Yep. It ended last year at the 31st of the year. Right now, I'm not on a contract, but however, my album is coming out on the 5th of March, which is a really cool thing.
I mean, now you have a hit single in New Zealand. What's it like having a hit song?
It was incredible. Like, I didn't even know. Like, I wrote that song. It's called "Ignoring You." I wrote that song in school. Like, and I was like, I'm writing a song. I don't think that this would be something like. I think it's a fun song. It's about being bullied and stuff. And then I released the song in an EP, and it happened. I was like, I watched the song grow, and grow more, and I was like, okay. And then Shazam told me that it's on the charts of New Zealand, and I was like, what? How? And when?
So it was about bullying. So I take it that came from your heart. Was you bullied in school?
Yeah, that time I was bullied a lot, and not only me and my friends and stuff. But I know situations like this make you more stronger.
Oh, well, especially when you have a hit song. It's so funny because like I'm 18 years older than you are, and
Cool.
yeah, well, no, I guess it's
Much
cool. I think it's
respect.
cool.
Much respect.
Yeah, much respect. Uh, I remember like going to high school, and there would be females that just because in America you have cliques and you have popularity contests, and this person, and you kind of feel like that person is above you, just by
Yeah.
social status. And then what I tell like my kids today, you don't realize after high school that crap is out the window. Because I don't know how many times I seen a female that like in high school that was attractive. Now it
Hmm.
looks like a crackhead or they're overweight. You know, I put on some pounds too, but the same right. You know, the hottest girl in school should not be 250 pounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, like, and then they want to come up to you and they see you in the store and they want to say hello to you. Like, oh, no, that's okay. Go keep walking. It's just bye bye.
Situations like this prove it.
Oh yeah, very much so. So, what do we have next for Mustafa Taco?
Um, Next is going to be my album, which Fallen Angel is part of, as well as Loseless and all the singles that I released back in 2020 and this year. And the album is all about self-love. The album title is Self-Love, and it's all about loving yourself. Make time for yourself, and you own yourself. You own the power. You know how to make your life happy or sad. You have to make it happy. You have to love yourself, and yeah.
Now, how do you? I mean, what's your advice for people who do not love themselves right now? What's your advice to those people?
If you're not able to love yourself, then okay, you're gonna have some people who love you, but no one will love you more than you do for yourself.
Corona light right now in Egypt. I mean, what is it doing?
Well, right now we don't have anything working as colleges and schools and everything is shut down. You can go down to the street, but you have to make sure that you're staying safe and wearing the mask and everything.
It's so weird. It's almost like a science fiction movie, don't you think so? It's like this is something you see in a
Yeah,
movie. Like when we go to like the market
exactly.
or and we're seeing everybody in masks. It's like it's so weird because we don't. You know, think
Especially
about
when they,
Corona.
you go. Yeah.
This the thing about Corona is that we really don't know the effects of like long term. Like, so if you get it, like what's going to happen in 20
Yes.
years, 30 years, you know, we don't know the half of, you know, what China did. You know, you can call it for what it is. China really messed things up for this world. And how they did not contain this is weird to me. But it
Hmm.
spread. When it spread fast. I mean, it took over the world.
Exactly. Like I got it. I got it last November and I spent a whole
Mm-hmm.
month home.
And so when you
It
got
was
Corona,
so bad.
so what kind of
Yep.
symptoms? Because you know you get kind of mixed reviews on what happened. With some people who get Corona, they don't even know they have it, and then you got some people that get Corona, they're in the ICU or in the hospital. So what was the? I mean, what was the symptoms you had with Corona?
It was weird. Like everyone has symptoms different from other people. Like for me, first 2 weeks I used to sleep a lot. I'm not a sleepy person, but I used to sleep a lot more than normal. Like I sleep 2 times a day for 2 weeks, and then I got it. I went and I got it as a positive test, and I was like, okay, I got corona. I have to stay home, and I stayed home even more than usual. I stopped doing anything. I used to sleep and just watch Netflix and sleep and watch Netflix and so go on and taking some good vitamins and stuff and taking care of my health. And then I got some kind of things on my hands and on my legs, like on my skin.
Yeah, the coronavirus was something that is very scary. It scares me now. You know, honestly, I think I tell people this all the time. I'm probably one of the people because for me, if a virus is going around, like you know, like a flu or a stomach virus goes around, I'm always going to get it.
Yeah.
Is I'm guaranteed to get it for some reason. And for me to not get coronavirus yet, it's like I'm kind of like I'm knocking on wood here. Either I already had it and I didn't know about
Exactly.
it, or haven't got it and my days are numbered. I don't know which one, but I'm hoping it's the latter. I hope I never. If I did have it, I hope uh, I won't know about it, and then if I haven't got it yet, I hope I don't get it because
Exactly. Like when I
I
ask
don't
about
know.
someone, I'll be like, "You still didn't get corona yet?" And they be like, I don't know, or maybe I got it or not." And I'll be like, "Look, everyone's going to get it, and you either gonna heal, or you either gonna take the new vaccine, or you either gonna, go to hospital and then you get cured and stuff." Like, I don't know. I think everyone's going to get it, and then we're gonna move on.
Right, and you know what? And here's the thing: that vaccine. You
Yeah,
know that thing. If you look at it, for me personally, AIDS, uh, other viruses, the flu took years to get a vaccine for the flu. Uh, and then all of a sudden we get this vaccine in like 9 months. It's like, and then people are now starting to, heard a couple cases where people are dying from it, and I'm kind of
yeah.
like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I want to shoot that in my arm just yet. I want to see, I want to wait a couple years. Sometimes I think I probably just need to take my chances with the COVID because
Exactly.
it's like
Yeah.
only I don't see a lot of people do not die. The records and statistics show that a lot of people do not die from the COVID.
So
Right.
it wasn't that much affecting me as much as other people who used to tour a lot and get money from concerts and stuff. Like right now, we're in the world of music streaming and Spotify and these stuff. So it's different and it's easier for us to stay home and even get inspired more of what's happening and write more songs and record even more.
Yeah, but everything I read about you, I mean, other countries are starting to notice you, and I mean,
Yeah.
you haven't hit America yet. Who's to say that you know you won't become a big name here in America? Uh, but other countries overseas right now are really starting to take a good hard look at you. And so, one, how humble are you right now that other countries right now are looking at you like, wow, this is an up and coming star.
Well, it's actually, this is pretty much a really good thing for me. Like when I see people looking at me as an artist, it really helps me love myself even more as a human being, more than being just an artist who make music. Because my music is all about my situation, my life and stuff, and also to make other people inspired. So for me to have people from overseas who are supporting me and stuff, I'd be like, I want to go see them, I want to go hug them, I want to be, but with this COVID thing, we're not gonna hug each other or anything. But I don't know. But like, seriously, I really want to go around the whole world just to see people who supports me and tell them how much I love them and how much I really need to thank them face to face.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't recommend you hug anybody right now. Maybe in 5 years you're gonna be like Michael Jackson. People are gonna be fainting, and yeah, you're too young. But see, back in my day, like Michael Jackson will have a stadium full of like 100,000 people in the stadium, and everybody is crying and fainting. And do you think somehow, like what my question is, do you feel that maybe one day we're gonna have that type of musician where, like Michael Jackson, or you know, somebody? The only person I really can think of is Michael Jackson because I mean, he sold out stadiums all over the world,
Yeah.
uh, and people really, when they saw him, he was like a god to a lot of people. Like he could do no wrong, and when they saw him, they will cry and faint. And you think any time in the music industry we're gonna ever get to that point again?
For every artist that has his own artistry, like, I don't think that Michael Jackson, we're gonna get someone like Michael Jackson, Like Whitney Houston, I don't think we're gonna have someone like Whitney Houston. Like every artist is different than the other one, you know? That what makes you an artist.
Right.
You're unique, you're having your own.
Well, I mean, I
Yeah.
understand what you're trying to say. You know, Whitney Houston. You know, she was somebody who made her mark in the music industry. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to put nothing past Whitney Houston. However, and some people may disagree, but it's really just a fact. It's not an opinion. Whitney Houston was not on the level of Michael Jackson. I mean, like I said, Michael Jackson sold out stadiums all over the world. You know,
Yeah.
you know, I cannot recall Whitney Houston selling out any stadiums. Maybe she did. You know, in the '80s, in the 1980s, you know, that's how musicians made their money. You know, it was
Mm-hmm.
touring all over the world. You know, but I mean, to me, Michael Jackson was that I don't think we ever could see somebody like Michael Jackson ever again. Not in today's music. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. I hope one day we get that one special human being, maybe a Moustafa Taco, and you know he's on stage and 16-year-old girls are just crying. You don't know.
Uh, I'm so emotional, you know. Like if I see this in front of me, I don't know how I'm going to react, but I'm so emotional for this point.
I mean, it's happening for you right now, Mustafa. I mean, people. I mean, everything that I've read about you, that I mean, you're becoming a pretty big star. I mean, you're still up and coming. However, you know, there's not. I mean, when I heard "Fallen Angel," it was nothing that. When I heard it, you know, I was thinking maybe, you know, I didn't know a lot about you. I'm in America. You're in Egypt. I didn't know a lot about you, and then you know, you emailed me and said, you know, can you plug this on your Facebook page? I listened to the song, and it was not a bad song because usually when people, I believe it or not, a lot of people do that. They'll hit you up and ask you, can you plug this and can you plug that? And you know, we're not a very big. I don't want people to get this out there like we're a big YouTube page, and we're not. You know, we're up and coming, and we want to be. You know, our goal is to be one of the big YouTube channels on YouTube.
Great.
When they see CTS, I want them to think YouTube. You know,
Mm-hmm.
however, a lot of musicians like will find our Facebook page and say, "Hey, can you plug this?" And you listen to it, and it's just garbage. You know what I mean? But or he's basically some kid in the garage band or something. You know, he played it over, you know, the kitchen stove or something.
Yeah.
But then when I heard this song, and you know, I had that kind of. I have to admit, I had that kind of. Who is this? Who is this guy? And then I played the song, and I was like, wow. And I didn't know until the time of the interview. And after I did some research on you, I was like, "Oh, this guy's famous." Okay.
I don't consider myself as a famous person yet, but who knows?
Well,
Like,
you get. Well, you are very close to being Mustafa. You're being humble now. You're very close as somebody overseas right now. You know, in America, we don't know you that well. But right now, you do have a fan base, and people are really catching on to you, especially on
yeah,
Spotify.
and I'm so grateful about that.
For the first time ever, Mustafa Taco is going to perform his new single, Fallen Angel, right here on the CTS. So, are you ready for this? I know I'm ready. I don't know about you. Are you ready, Mustafa?
Okay, let me get off the hand free. Let's do it. Little things in the sky found a broken wing on my side. I know where I came from. But I won't go back in this form. Yeah, we try our best to keep living in this life. We want to do our best. That's just the way we're satisfied. We try our best to keep living in this life. We want to do our best. That's just the way we're satisfied. We're on the side of a fallen angel. That's what keeps us alive. If you were living like a heaven, you are living a lie. Finally, I'm now alive. Chasing you, you can't hide. I will try to do my best to keep living in this life. You can do it yourself. Take my hand, it is the time. I will try to do my best to keep living in this life. That's what keeps us alive. If you're living like a heaven, you are living a lie. Don't be on my bad side. I don't like your good side. You're on the other side. Be careful from my dark side. It's the hell from inside. I was born with that side. Mm. Ah. No. Yeah. So grateful for everyone who supported me overseas and from Egypt and everything. And I really am grateful. I'm gonna keep doing what I love the most, which is music. And I love you all. And my next album, Self Love, is going to be released on the 5th of March. See ya.